bad guy.
A homeowner unable to get into his own house. He says the homeless man he invited into his home now refuses to leave. The problem is they signed a lease agreement. 2 Works For You anchor Gitzel Puente has more on this unique situation, how it unfolded, and what the homeowner can now legally do in a story you'll see only on 2.
The owner of this house here on South Detroit Avenue says it all started when he let his daughter's friends stay in exchange for yard work and other projects around the house. But he says that was never fulfilled, and in a matter of days, everything changed.
Mr. Baker, this is Mr. Cook.
Roger Cook tries unsuccessfully to get into his own home.
Yes, I'd like to come into my house, please.
But the man behind the door never answers. Mr. Cook has no choice but to walk away for the 3rd day in a row, feeling helpless.
This man was invited to my house by my daughter, and he won't leave.
He says he's owned the home for 22 years, and for the first time, he's concerned about what's happening inside.
He's brought drugs into the house. And
he claims his new tenant won't let him in.
I got a key to the deadbolt, but the doorknob's real old and stuff. Of course, I didn't know this was going to happen. I never had a key to the doorknob, and that's what he's locking.
According to the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office, this isn't a criminal matter, but a civil one. There was a lease agreement signed between Mr. Cook and the now tenant on August 10th.
If there was no lease agreement here, if there was no contract between the 2 individuals, this person had just been a guest, and that guest has now turned into maybe a squatter or a trespasser. That can be handled that way, and unfortunately this is not that situation.
Mr. Cook says the tenant hasn't paid the rent amount stated in the contract, so he wants him out. Now Mr. Cook has to go through proper channels and start an eviction process through the courts, which he says he has begun.
I had to come back to the courthouse, and they would fill out some papers, which would be an official eviction notice, which would take 30 days. I've done everything I can do.
Coming up at 6:30, what steps you can take to prevent this from happening to you. Reporting in Tulsa, Gitzel Puente, 2 Works For You.